Hi, it's Kate. I am totally obsessed with bags, and I'm here today to do another unboxing. My little puppy Coco. If you haven't met Coco yet, this is Coco Beso, which means coconut kiss. It's not after Coco Chanel, but of course, I don't hate the double meaning. I'm sure that my adorable two bulldogs, Chalupa and Carmelita, will make an appearance eventually, and if not, we can just enjoy a little peace and quiet with just one puppy with us here today. All right, you can tell from the box that this is not straight from the boutique. This is another purchase from The Real Real. And as I've said in the past, I'm always a little nervous when I open a consignment for you guys, especially with The Real Real, because even though there are so many things that I love about the site, and it really is the only consignment site that I use, the bags are non-returnable. So I have made some mistakes, I've gotten some good deals, and this one is going to be especially interesting. This is a bag by Lorenza Gandaglia, I think is how you pronounce it. I did not know who she was. She's an Italian designer. I am obsessed with the Raffia bags of the season, and I was looking for Raffia bags. I came across this bag. Here's Carmelita checking in with little baby Cokes from the picture. This bag really did seem like me. Now, this bag was not expensive. I just checked out her website, and there are some gorgeous bags, and the Raffia ones were less than $1,000. So this bag was a really, really good deal. I had looked at it for a while, and then I think it even went on sale, and so I snatched it up. However, I don't know anything about this bag. I didn't know who this designer was. I didn't have a lot of information about it, but you know, sometimes a bag just speaks to you. It's a little bit nerve-wracking when you can't return the bag and you're buying it without seeing it, but you will see it here with me all at the same time. Okay, opening up the shipping box from our friends at UPS, and nothing too exciting. It is in one of the Real Real's dust cover bags, not a dust cover bag from the store itself. So in my mind, I call this bag the Cookie Monster bag, and we'll see if it lives up to the name that I gave it before even seeing it. A little bit less fanfare with opening a bag from The Real Real, getting right to the moment of shock when I opened this bag. I guess the excitement was too much for Coco. He had to run outside, but here we go. You are going to see it at the same time I do. Oh my gosh. You can see why I called it the Cookie Monster. It looks frilly and blue and white. And let me see. It's cute, you guys. Okay, I just got back from brunch. Actually, I just got back from AT, and I had this dress on, and I was like, I know what bag I need to open. It's blue and white bag because it matches my outfit. And indeed, here it is. Let's open it up. I like that opening, and it has a really cute chain. All right. I'm liking this. It's a Raffia bag. She does a lot of Raffia bags from what I could tell on the website. There's one called the Tulip bag that I really like. So if I end up liking this one, I might get one from that line as well. But you guys can see, it's kind of like a petticoat look. It's all different layers here. Very cool. Very cool. Let me show you some of the other details that I just noticed now, seeing it at this first time as you. This material, this closure is very detailed. It's kind of like a sparkly blue. So I like flare. I like a little flash. So I like that it has that going on. It has this chain similar to a Chanel chain with the leather through the strap. I don't know in this case if this is leather or if this is actually raffia, but it has the material through the chain itself. Very, very cute. You can also, of course, take the strap off, which means that I could pair it with a different strap or wear it without a strap if I wanted it to be a little bit more of a clutch. You guys know I'm very particular about when I want to use a strap and when I don't. And I think I like detailing that this strap gives the bag. So this is it without the strap, so it can be a little clutch. And then it has this type of closure that snaps open and shut. It's a little old-fashioned, a little old school, and I like it. I don't have a lot of bags with this type of closure. There've been some Chanel bags lately that I've been looking at that have this, and I am into it. So I didn't even know that this bag had this type of closure, but it's making me like it even more. But I can say that I like the strap with it for all the same reasons that with my Coco bag, I think looks much better with the strap dangling down. And I'm 99% sure I'm going to feel the same way about this bag. Let's see what fits inside. This bag is a little bit interesting because it is fairly big. It's definitely something that I took under consideration before I bought this bag. I did see pictures of a model holding it, so I'm not saying that it is bigger than what I thought I had purchased, but when I think about what size I would make a bag that has this much going on, and the fact that the strap comes off and you can carry it like a clutch, I would just think that it would be smaller. So I was a little bit worried about the size when I was buying it. Now that I see it and I see how cute it is and how cute it is with the strap, the size doesn't bother me as much, but it is a little bit bigger than probably necessary. We'll see how much it actually fits. And that sort of gets to my second point. So even though the bag looks big, so much of it is this detailing on the outside, and I don't think the inside is actually going to be that big. I think it looks bigger than it actually is. And so opening this up, again, this snap, it opens fairly wide and has a pretty big base. With that being said, with me just talking about how big the base is, perhaps we should start with the big Gucci sunglass case. But if it fits, I can picture it sitting at the bottom and holding the shape of the bag. So it does fit in. And let's just make sure that we can close it. Yep, we can close it with the sunglasses in there. Now, of course, the sunglasses you can take in and out fairly easily. It's not like I'm cramming them in there, but they take up a lot of real estate. If you're using this bag during the day, which I would suggest that you do, this detailing on the outside, although super cute, makes it less evening for me. It could be a really fun wedding bag. As I mentioned, I just got back from a fancy high tea. This would have been fun to bring to that. If you have kids' birthday parties, it could be really fun for that. You also could even take it to the pool. In Arizona, especially right now, it is so hot that I don't know how this would feel on my skin if I was really hot. It is not scratchy, but it's also not scratchy. So anyway, I don't know if I would make it a pool bag, but an afternoon drinks bag, not a work bag. All of that to say that fitting your sunglasses in here is probably important. And if the Gucci sunglass fits, then any sunglass case would fit, because we know that the Gucci sunglass case is the biggest and most obnoxious sunglass case of all time. We have that in there. We will add a wallet, fairly small wallet. We will add a lipstick. We will add keys, again, small keys, AirPods as always, and so far, plenty of room. Now, the thing to remember, though, is the way that this closes is you do need it to close all the way, and it needs to be able to snap shut. So that is going to keep you from cramming everything that you own into this bag. Then finally, my phone. I almost shudder combining the pink camouflage of my phone with this blue and white pattern, but let's just get it into my bag as quickly as possible, and then we can ignore that. Okay. So this is interesting. I did not think my phone was going to be a problem if the Gucci sunglass case is not a problem, but I have the really big phone, I'm going to take the case off, which is going to solve the real estate problem and the clashing of motifs and style. Now I have the phone and it fits much better like that. And everything closes, everything fits. I do want to point out now a couple things. One, I feel like it's important for your phone to be able to be at the top of your bag since you're probably getting it in and out the most. And to do that, you have to finagle it a little bit. Not too bad. But see with that, I didn't get it in quite well enough and then the bag didn't close perfectly. But now I put everything on its side and that is okay. If I put it in earlier, when I put the sunglass case in as well, so it's more at the bottom where the base is bigger, then it's not going to be an issue at all. In fact, I'm going to put the case back on to demonstrate this exact point. I'm putting the sunglass case in, but instead of laying it flat at the base of the bag, I'm going to put it in vertical, up and down. And then I can easily put the phone in since it's going on the bottom where the base is bigger. These are stacked into the bag vertically. And so I am going to be able to reach in and get the phone no problem. It's not like it's lying flat at the base of the bag. It's just lying on its side. And then I'm going to be able to get it in and out easily. So that is a better plan with this. Of course, if you live somewhere other than on the sun itself, maybe you don't need your sunglasses everywhere you go. But this is certainly a summery and a springtime bag. I need to advocate for having your sunglasses fit in there. Now that the sunglasses and the phone are lying side by side, I can just slide everything else on top. That is a little bit smaller. And now the bag does close. So things fit a little bit better that way. All right. So here's this bag. It is really quite cute. It kind of reminds me of Coco because it's so kind of fluffy, which is why I was calling it the Cookie Monster bag. When you touch it, it's not fluffy. Kind of feels like a piñata. So it's cute. It is definitely cute. I have to say that even though you can take the strap off and hold it like a clutch, because of the raffia and because of this like piñata detailing, I don't know if you really want to carry it like this. And it is a little bit awkward when the bag is really full or heavy to be holding it from the top. So I am going to take out, for demonstration purposes only, the Gucci sunglasses. It's going to make it close a little bit better. It's not going to be quite as heavy. This I think looks good. I feel like it looks better when I can get more of the top of it closed and I'm holding it like this. I love a top handle bag. I'm generally not a clutch person because even with a top handle bag, when you need to, you can slide your wrist through it and carry it that way when your hands are full. And like clutches can just like sort of be awkward for me. So I am going to imagine that the majority of the time that I use this bag, it will be with the strap. Here it is with the chain on it. And again, I think the chain is really cute. So I like having it on the bag, no matter what. You know, that both in front, you could have one and one like this. And if you want to still carry it like a clutch, you certainly can, obviously, and just have the strap hanging down the way I do when I use the Coco bag. With the strap, I like where it hits, and I think it's really cute. One thing about this bag, and one reason that I'm glad that I did not spend that much money on it at all, is that this is definitely a statement piece, right? Not everyone has a piñata Cookie Monster bag in light blue and white. You know, maybe if this was pink and white, I would use it all the time. But this is a statement bag that I'm only going to use occasionally because it's a bag that everyone is going to remember. So I'm going to want to take it out on a couple occasions, have it make its statement, and then it can take a little rest in my closet until I want to bring it out again. And that's something to keep in mind when you are buying bags, is how often are you really going to use it? So one example, the bag I always talk about, my pink Coco top handle, I use that bag a lot. So my cost per use is, well, I wouldn't say low, but it's getting lower on the regular. compared to my pink mink capucine that I bought recently, where I still have not used it. It's the most expensive bag that I've ever bought, and I don't know how often I will use it. Sometimes it's worth it if you really love it, if it's going to keep its value, if you are going to resell it, if it's a really rare item. But other times you just want to keep in mind how often are you really going to use the bag and does it make sense for you. So in this case, 2 thumbs up. It does make sense because it was a deal. It goes perfectly with my outfit. In fact, I'm sad that I didn't do this video before my tea. So here's the bag. I'm pretty obsessed with it. I hope that you are too. I am totally obsessed with bags. I am totally obsessed with you. And of course, I'm totally obsessed with dogs. Have a great day, and I will see you soon. Thank you.